Hi, I'm on a journey to create my dream life and I've been tracking the things I get up to throughout the month and then reporting back on here. I set myself a goal to read 4 books this month because I'm trying to read a total of, I want to say 40 this year. I achieved that goal, which I'm glad about, but I think I need to start amping it up to 5 books, otherwise I'm not going to reach my goal. So it must be 50 books then, because that's maths. Starting with the first book I finished was a series of unfortunate events book, the 9th in the series. I'm really enjoying reading them. They're technically like cop-outs for like this reading challenge, because if you don't know, they're basically just children's books and they've got like 200 pages each and the writing's massive. I'm enjoying reading them anyway, and I do want to finish the series, mainly for like the subplot of what happens to Lemony Snicket. That's what I care more about. I just remember reading them as a kid and I never got to the end, and that was my like kind of vibe. After I finished Harry Potter, I was like, right, I need to go on to these next. And I've been finding them all in charity shops, which has been fun. And then the last 3 books that I read have all been for uni. One was a play and the other 2 are kind of like, one's a novel and the other one's like a kind of short story. I enjoyed all of them. I wouldn't have read them if I didn't have to for uni, so I'm kind of glad that I had to and discovered them, because I don't think I would have otherwise. That's kind of all I've got to say about them. I think my only takeaway from those 3 books is that I probably need to do more personal reading. Like, I know I can rely on the fact that I have to read for uni to hit my like goal, but then I worry I'll get to the end of the year and I'll be like, cool, I didn't read any books on my like to read list or any of the books that I already have in my wardrobe. I say wardrobe, my bookshelf is like next to my wardrobe and it looks exactly the same. It's got the same wardrobe doors. That is why I say wardrobe. I'm not crazy, I promise. So for my reading goal for March, I'm gonna set myself a goal to read 5 books and have at least 3 of them be personal books, because I know I'll get some uni books shoved in there as well. I've got a couple like German ones I need to read. So 3 personal books and then 2 uni books should be easy enough. And then I also set myself a goal to watch more classic movies. I think the exact total was 4 or 3. I recently have watched things like The Sound of Music, and then I went down this rabbit hole of like Bedknobs and Broomsticks and like Mary Poppins, that kind of like musical old vibes. I really enjoyed them. This is a list of all the ones I've actually watched. It was definitely a lot less than January, but I think I just got really busy with uni, and also February is just a shorter month, so I'm not really gonna like be annoyed at myself or anything. Like, I did set myself a yearly goal to watch 20 classic movies, and I've nearly watched 20 already at the end of February. So I'm proud of that, and I'm gonna stick to 4 classic movies for March, and then if I watch more than that, I watch more than that. I'm not too bothered. I think my main one that I care more about is reading than movies anyway, so it's chill. I also set myself a goal to go on more walks. Specifically for February, I wanted to go on 1 walk. Originally I said hike, but I think I blur the lines between hike and walk, even though they're 2 very different things. Like, going to some random country park in Glasgow to see Highland cows probably isn't a hike, it's more of a walk. So I've changed my goal to walks because I just want to see more of Glasgow. It doesn't have to be extreme. So at the start of the month, I went to Pollock and Mugdock Country Park, which were good to see. They're definitely more walks. And then at the end of the month, or I suppose towards the middle of the month, I went to Balloch and we kind of walked around Loch Lomond, which was cute. And then at the end of the month, I actually went on a hike. And I feel like I look so tired in this video because I'm kind of just still recovering from it, honestly. But I don't want to get behind on my uploading schedule, but I did miss out on 3 days where I could have like been editing and recording, which obviously I'm not like, oh, I can't believe I had to hike the Highlands and I couldn't edit my YouTube video. Like, obviously not. But I went for 3 days hiking in the Highlands, which is kind of crazy that I even got the opportunity to do that. It's kind of insane. It was very full on. Like, there was a day we left at 8:30 and we got back at 8 and we were just walking like the entire time. I'm gonna make a whole video on it like halfway through the year, I think, of all the like walks / hikes I've gone on and compile all of the footage I took. I think that could be fun. But I think it's safe to say I definitely hit my goal of going on 1 walk in the month. For March, I'm technically recording this on the 3rd of March, and yesterday I've already been to Pollock for another walk because it was such a sunny day. So I think, I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to leave off the walking for March. I know I've got an Isle of Bute trip coming up, but I think those kind of walks just naturally happen where I don't have to think about it, so I don't think I need to subconsciously or consciously even set myself a goal to specifically go on walks, because I seem to be pretty chill with it. I was proud of myself for YouTube in February. I only really started this channel in January, but February is definitely my best month so far. This is the overview of my upload schedule because I like to track when I upload. My goal is to upload 1 long form video a week and 2 short form videos a week. I just really got into baking, so I've uploaded a lot of short form videos, which I'm happy with. I made love heart cookies and love heart little Nutella roll things, which takes me on to my next goal for myself, which was to celebrate more. I have this habit of feeling like I don't do enough and things pass me by and I don't celebrate. So that's why my goal for this year was to celebrate more. And in my last video I mentioned February is a good time to do that because it's my boyfriend's birthday and Valentine's Day. So for my boyfriend's birthday, he came up to visit me in Glasgow. I would have come down to see him, but it was more to do in Glasgow and he was up for it. So I was like, cool. And we booked a concert, but the guy cancelled 4 hours before the concert because he punched a wall and hurt his hand or something. I don't know. It was a shame because it was actually on his exact birthday and it was kind of our only plan, and we were like, oh, it's fine, we can chill during the day because we're going out at night, and then it didn't happen and we just kind of stayed in all night, which is fair because that's what he wanted to do and it was his birthday. We ended up watching The Traitors, which was actually quite fun. So there's different ways to celebrate things. And then the day after, that's when we went to Pollock and we had dinner and stuff. So and I also made him a birthday cake, which I feel like my way of celebrating is just bake, which I'm happy with, because for Valentine's Day we just had a nice meal in, which was cute. But I did a lot of baking. I made the Love Heart biscuits and then I also did the Love Heart Nutella pastries that I was talking about. And I almost also made a banana bread because I was just really into baking. I've unfortunately or fortunately given up chocolate for Lent, but there's so many things that are chocolate related that I want to bake and I'm like, no, I can't do it. Like that mini egg chocolate cornflake cake, that's gonna be on my channel. Just you wait. When I can eat chocolate, it's over for you guys. It's also worth mentioning that in my last video, I said I wanted to work out more. I get a lot of walking in because I walk at least an hour a day to uni, there and back. But I kind of wish I was I ran or I did yoga or something else. I think in the month I did 1 yoga video, and that was because I was doing this spin the wheel productivity YouTube short thing, and that was literally it. So I definitely failed that goal. I'm not too bothered about it because I'm so tired. I don't know what, I have no motivation to do any workout, and I think it's important to listen to your body. I think maybe if I did it anyway, I'd probably feel better afterwards, but sometimes people always say that I never regret a workout, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I sit there and I think I'm knackered, I wish I didn't do that. So I don't know. I'm not going to carry that into this month because I'm still kind of feeling the same way. But I'm hoping as it gets more summery, I'm going to be summer glow up and I'm just going to start working out and it's going to be great, okay? And then I also set myself a goal to create 2 YouTube thumbnails so I can kind of pick between the 2. I started off kind of okay with that at the start. And then it just really went downhill because I was I would always make a second one and hate it. And then be well, I just wasted 10 minutes. I don't know. I'm kind of rocking with the collage vibe at the moment. I don't think I'll stick with that forever, but at the moment I'm okay with it. And I think that's okay. So I'm going to keep it for now. But one of my goals I'm going to set myself for March is to watch at least 3 videos on something YouTube related, how to grow your channel or how to get a good thumbnail, or even just how my editing software works. Not that I don't know that, I just know the bare minimum. So I think that would be more beneficial to me than spending time making I keep rubbing my eyes because I'm so tired. Spending time making extra thumbnails that I'm okay, well I'm not going to use that one, and then just doing the exact same thing. I think I'll get sick of the collage vibe. and I'll do something else when the times are right. I also really wanted to go on an Edinburgh Jellycat hunt. For reference, I really want to buy myself the Jellycat cake as well as the Jellycat sun, one for my 21st birthday. I just don't understand how Jellycats work, which it sounds really stupid, but every Jellycat store I go into has the exact same seasonal Jellycats, which I understand. But then what if you want one from a different season? Do you just like have to wait? Like, I know it sounds really silly, but they're all sold out online, and I feel like you can't just waltz into a shop and get a different one unless you want a carrot or the Bartholomew bear that has like a sunflower on its head. They're like the only ones in the shop, that's it. So it's kind of like, even though I've been into a lot of Jellycat shops in Glasgow, I've got the Edinburgh trip planned for March instead, so I'm shifting that goal over. I just don't know how successful I'll be in finding the Jellycat I actually want, because I don't think I understand how it works. So maybe that should be my goal, understand how Jellycat hunting works, because it's a bit futile if I just go into a shop hoping I'll find the summer season one in spring. So pros and cons, we'll see what happens. And then, what's my other one? Something else that's worth commenting on that I didn't specifically set myself a goal for was that I finally decided what to do with my degree. For reference, I'm like a horribly indecisive person, and I kind of like think too far ahead and dread things, which is like great character. This is a character design. I'm studying English literature, but I'm also doing German on the side, like just for funsies. But I also like really enjoy German, probably more than English literature, not gonna lie. Like they're the classes I actually attend the most. Unless you're my university, then I attend all of them, don't worry about it. But if at my uni at least, I'm already doing a 4-year degree because I'm in Scotland. But if you want to do a language, you have to do a mandatory year abroad, and then it would be a 5-year degree. And I'm also conscious that I took a gap year. So then people off in England who I went to high school with could have gotten 2 degrees in the time I'm getting 1, which I'm not actually that fussed about, because I don't actually know what I would do if I was graduating like this year. I'd probably like be freaking out of it. So I'm okay taking it slow, working on my funny little YouTube videos, getting student finance, keeping up with uni. Hopefully by the end of it, I'll have a degree in English literature and German, which is the thing I'm changing to. I'm going to do a year abroad, which is a big thing I've like decided this year. I've told everyone I've applied, I've gotten to where I want to go. I just need to lock in over the summer with my German and save up money. Stay tuned for the German vlogs in like 7 months. But I'm happy that I finally decided, because I feel like it's been weighing on my mind for about a year. And there's a lot riding on it. Like, what am I going to do when I get back? Who am I going to live with? I'm not going to have a job. Is my boyfriend going to stay with me? Which, that's nothing about him and his character. I would just think that no matter who I was dating. Like, I don't know, it's a tough one, but I think I need to go for it, because I think I would regret not doing a year abroad. Finally, I've been setting myself a goal every month to try 1 new recipe. I set myself a yearly goal to try 12 new recipes, so 1 a month. It's like overly easy, but I would rather it was overly easy and then I was like, haha, I did 30 new recipes, rather than being like, oh, that's a bit daunting, I don't know if I can do that many. This month, not including my like fun baking ones, which I would include, not gonna lie, I've like only done 1. I tried a salt and chili chip recipe, which I had good fun making. It's not as good as the Chinese, not gonna lie, but it's still like kind of curbed the craving. And then I also made these like tofu tacos, which I'm a bit rubbish with tofu, because like sometimes I'm like, it doesn't taste like anything. But I really like this tofu taco recipe. I'll link it in the description. I also made like a whole YouTube short about it. But I'm really glad that I'm doing this like challenge to do 1 new recipe a month, which will continue over to next month. Because I don't think I would have found out about this recipe if I hadn't specifically been like, oh, I set myself a goal, I should probably look into this. And now it's such a good recipe, so I'm glad I found it. I filmed this video slightly differently to last month's, where I've kind of spoken about my goals for next month, kind of like in between my other goals that I set for last month, just because a lot of them do tend to carry over. But the one thing I didn't mention that I want to work on, not even work on, the one thing that's like gonna happen, like it's inevitable, like the wheels are already in motion, is that I'm gonna move out of this uni flat, which honestly I'm kind of looking forward to. like, I think I'll miss it, like, looking back, but I'm looking forward to like just moving on with my life, moving out of here. I really like having all my stuff in one place because I see it all and I get overwhelmed, and then I make decluttering YouTube videos about it. It's already in motion. I just need to pack up and not get too stressed out. So that should be good fun. Hopefully I'll make some videos about that. Again, I've probably definitely missed some goals that I want to work towards, but you know what, it's fine. I will update you guys in my next month's video. Thank you for watching.